I got in a lot of trouble, didn't see him for periods and, but man.
But we learned the sacrifice as we got older. We learned why you weren't there all the time.
My mom felt a type of way when I left. Oh, why are you going? He hasn't been here. He wasn't here 16 years. Yeah, I got all that, but I know that's what I need. And I know that's what you need too. That's what we need as men. Just like...
And I was having some troubles, so you were able to turn me around. But it's better now. No need to reflect on the past, okay? All right? Okay.
Hey, what's up, fam? You won't believe what's been brewing in the Harvey household. Steve Harvey and his wife Marjorie have been hitting the headlines for all the wrong reasons lately. It's like a never-ending roller coaster of drama. First off, we've got these cheating allegations floating around town. Can you even believe it? Rumor has it that Marjorie was cozying up to Steve's bodyguard and chef and talk about seeking a divorce settlement worth a whopping $200 million. Now, Steve, being the stand-up guy he is, tried to shut these rumors down real quick. But hey, you know how the rumor mill works, right? People just couldn't let it slide. Steve even had to address these rumors at a recent event.
Before I get started, just let me say, I'm fine. Marjorie's fine. I don't know what y'all doing, but find something else to do, because we fine. Okay. Lord have mercy.
And just when you thought that was enough drama, hold on to your seats, because here's the kicker. Steve's own biological kids have joined the fray. They're spilling the tea, honey. According to them, Marjorie isn't just any old stepmom. They're calling her an evil stepmother. They're saying she pulled some major strings to get her own kids in Steve's good books, leaving Steve's biological kids feeling like they've been locked out of the family photo. Ouch, right? So it's not just the cheating allegations and divorce rumors causing a ruckus. The Harvey family dynamics seem to be more tangled than a plate of spaghetti. Marjorie wasn't just sitting around letting those rumors swirl. Nope, she hit up her trusty Instagram to shut them down, calling them foolishness and lies. But you know how it goes, things only got messier from there. All this attention on Marjorie started to shine a light on some of her shady moves, especially when it comes to Steve's biological kids. Can you believe that there are reports claiming that Marjorie has banned Steve's own flesh and blood from the family circle? Yep, you heard me right. It's like a real-life Cinderella story gone wrong. They say Marjorie did some major manipulation, making sure Steve's attention was all on her own kids, Lori, Morgan, and Jason, who aren't even his own flesh and blood. Sources close to the situation spilled the tea that ever since Steve said "I do" to Marjorie, he's been MIA in his biological kids' lives. All his love and attention are funneled straight into Marjorie and her daughter Lori. In fact, rumor has it that Marjorie practically planned Lori's entire career behind the scenes, using Steve's resources to make it happen. Talk about a puppet master. Now, let's talk family dynamics. It seems like there's a lot of tension among the blended Harvey clan.
I mean, I just appreciate how you love me, how you loved my children as though they were yours, how you treat my parents as though they were your parents, just everything. You're just the perfect example. I was truly blessed. I told my father years ago that I was truly looking for a man that was like my father.
According to insiders, Marjorie's been clashing with Steve's ex-wives because Steve gave her the keys to the kingdom, letting her rule the roost whenever he wasn't around. But wait, there's more. Did y'all know that Steve's second wife, Mary, actually filed a lawsuit against him and Marjorie, claiming Marjorie was a homewrecker and manipulated Steve into taking her son away? Mary even accused Steve of some serious stuff, saying he used a belt and paddleboard to discipline her son, Winton, to the point where he couldn't even pee properly for days. Now, here's where it gets even crazier. There were police reports with photos of bruises and cuts to back up Mary's claims, but before the case could see the inside of a courtroom, it mysteriously disappeared. Some say Steve and Marjorie used their resources to sweep it all under the rug. But hold on, we're not done. Marjorie didn't stop there. She also allegedly played a part in destroying the relationship between Steve and his only son, Broderick. According to Broderick, they had no relationship until he was 16 years old.
It's not going to jeopardize anything. It's not going to change anything between you and your mother. And I know this firsthand. I didn't really have my dad full-time into my life until I was 16, right? They were moving to Atlanta and they said, hey, Broderick, we want you to move with us because we really want to bring this family together.
Oh, but the plot thickens, my friends. Broderick dropping those truth bombs about Steve's fatherly role, or lack thereof, sent shockwaves through the internet. Steve was over there looking all confused, like he had no idea what Broderick was talking about. Now, don't get me wrong. Steve's fulfilling his financial duties as a father, but when it comes to actually being present in his biological kids' lives, well, let's just say it's been a bit of a roller coaster with some serious BS involved. Broderick's revelation definitely shattered the image many had of Steve being the perfect family man. It's like we're seeing the dark side of Steve we never knew existed. I mean, up until this point, a lot of people thought Steve and Marjorie were Hollywood's power couple, right? But now, some folks are wondering if Marjorie somehow forced Steve to choose between her and his own biological kids. And well, love can make people do some crazy things, right? It's got people thinking Steve might have traded his own flesh and blood for Marjorie's love. And guess what? The drama doesn't stop there. Steve's twin daughters, Carly and Brandy, are speaking out too. According to them, Steve was pretty much a no-show in their lives and made zero effort to be there for them. And hold on to your seats because it got even messier when Steve divorced their mother. It's like a pattern with him. His relationship with his kids seems to hit rock bottom once he splits with their moms. It's almost as if his kids are only relevant in his life when he's with one of their mothers. Now, this part is seriously cringeworthy. Marjorie and Lori, well, they don't have anything negative to say about Steve. In fact, Marjorie's daughter, Lori, threw some major shade at her own siblings and basically laughed at them for not being Steve's golden kids. Lori's been going on and on about how she and Steve had this annual father-daughter date for some quality bonding time, something he apparently doesn't do with his own biological daughters.
Our annual father-daughter date to my favorite Japanese restaurant. And you just started talking to me about guys, and you just told me that you always supported me and you'd always be there for me no matter what, and you loved me unconditionally.
And just to add some salt to the wound, Lori even posted a pic of her and Steve hanging out, asking him who his favorite person was, to which he replied with Lori.
Okay, who's your favorite person?
Oh, without a doubt, 100%.
I know that's right.
I mean, seriously, I can't even begin to imagine how Steve's biological children must have felt while watching all this drama unfold. Nobody's saying that Steve did something wrong by adopting Lori, but the fact that it seemed to come at the cost of him essentially abandoning his own flesh and blood, well, that's got shady written all over it. But hold on tight, folks, because it's about to get even messier. You won't believe how Steve chose to handle this family chaos. Instead of putting his foot down and confronting Marjorie, his go-to move appears to be throwing money at the problem, buying gifts, or just retreating to another room to chomp on a cigar. But guess what, Steve? Money can't always buy happiness or fix family dynamics. This whole drama had a lot of people flocking to social media to give their 2 cents. Like this one person who said, if Steve didn't have any money, Marjorie wouldn't have given him a chance in hell. That's the bottom line. Steve has to know that if he's okay with it, his kids are going to have to live with it. Another person joined in and said, I have no respect for any man that remarries and forgets about his real children and takes up another man's kids as his own and showers that kid with everything but not his own. Now I want to know your thoughts on this roller coaster. How do you feel about Steve's kids exposing Marjorie's allegedly toxic ways? And what's your take on Marjorie seemingly manipulating Steve into distancing himself from his own biological children for the sake of her own? Let's chat about it down below in the comments. Before you go, don't forget to smash that like button if you're living through this drama, subscribe for more sizzling updates, and hey, don't forget to click right here to watch another juicy, messy video because trust me, you won't want to miss it.